Hello there, my name is Philip and welcome to Totally Artmazing. Today I'm going to show you an easy way to draw Batman. Batman, one of the most dynamic and well-known characters in comic history. First came out in 1939 in Detective Comics number 27. In fact, DC Comics is actually named for Detective Comics. So I guess that makes it Detective Comics Comics. So you want an easy way to draw Batman. So what we're going to do, we're going to take Batman from the Batman animated series. That's probably the easiest Batman to draw. We're going to give him a little bit of a cool flair, make him look awesome. So I can see the bat signals in the sky. Let's start getting into action. Okay, so let's start off with the basic stick figure. So what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to draw a triangle over here for the chest. I'm going to have a rectangle over here for the waist, and another triangle for the pelvis. And his head is actually going to be over here, so I'm going to draw an upside down egg with two lines coming up either side for the ears. I like long ears on Batman, I just think that looks cooler. Now for the arms, you draw sort of lines going out then in, big fists, and then the legs, 1, 2, 1 and 2. Then you put a triangle on the base to represent the feet. And of course he has a cape, so let's put in an indicator for the cape, like so. Now his shoulders are going to be quite sharp. I'm just going to put in a little angle there to indicate that. Alright, so let's start off by drawing Batman's head. What we want to do first is put the eyes in. With the eyes, you want to have a triangle, so a wide triangle at the top and sort of two lines at the base there. Again on the other side, like so. So I'm just going to put an indicator for where the eye is going to be. Wide triangles on either side. Now for the mask, I'm going to do a triangle at the base to where the nose would finish, and then back, come down and in, and then back up. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to come out and back in for like an M shape for just the eye socket. Now for the mouth, I'm going to draw an M shape with a line underneath and put brackets around it. Makes it look really cool. So the head's going to curve around the top there from our fold over here. Now for the eyebrows, we need to put in eyebrows, so we need to put in a tick shape. And I'm going to close it off there, and this time I'm going to bring this one around, and it's going to fold up to the top of the head. Now what I'm going to do with the neck, I'm going to come around from a little wedge up here and then straight up to the ear. So it's sort of a straight line up straight to the ear, and back down. This time this side's going to come from the top of the head and down. This bit's going to come down again and over. Now what I'm going to do, finish off this highlight here, so I'm going to go around here and up to the top of the ear, and I'm going to come down just a bit of the neck, and then back up and rejoin with that eyebrow. Oh, and we need to put in a triangle over here for one side of the nose. Okay, so let's work on his chest now. So what we've got here, we've got our wedge sort of indicating what the actual shape of the chest is going to be. So I'm going to just make it a little bit wider and bring it down and bring that across and just curve it back up. And I'm going to put a curve at the top on either side for the pecs, and I'm going to put an oval for where the bat symbol is going to go. And what I want to do here is I'll just put a little line up and a little line down for the ribs. Okay, so now we're going to work on the belt. So what we do for the belt, we put a rectangle across, as we have there. Then you put a square in the center, going a bit above the actual rectangle we did for the belt. And now what we do is put in some ovals to indicate the parts of the utility belt. So that's the utility belt. Just going to finish off down here on the body. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a line either side. So this part's going to be black, black, and this part's going to be blue. Okay, so let's start working on the bat symbol now. So I'm going to draw it over here just to show you. So I'm going to draw an oval. Now what we do is we put it in brackets on the inside, and then at the bottom I'm going to put a dot. So from this wing I'm going to go in and down, in and down. So it's 1, 2, 3, and down. And now in this top here, I'm going to put in a crown. So it's almost like a U, but with straight angles. Now there's a center line there, so it's the same near the side. And then this top bit's going to come around and join onto that. This bit's going to come around and join onto that wing. And that's how you draw the back symbol. So let's draw it on his chest, shall we? Brackets. And then 1, 2, 1, 2. Draw the crown and bring it round. And that's how you draw the bat symbol. Really easy, isn't it? So now let's put in a nice curve time from the hip that comes in on either side. And then at the base here, we're going to go down a little bit, go out and then in, out and then in. I'm going to put in a little knee, which is basically just like a V shape. Now I'm going to put in a V over there, come down, a little bit down beyond our triangle and back up. And another V shape again. I'm just going to bring that in just a little bit. That looks better. Let's rub out the lines we don't want to see. That looks better. And then what you want to do is you put a V shape at the top there. Now from here, what we're going to do, we're going to come down, a little squiggle there, and we're going to bring it, hook around the top of our shoe, bring it back, and bring it back up. Notice it sort of comes in at the base there and it goes wide at the top there. Same on this side, so we're going to go from here, from just the back of the leg a bit, come to a curve, to a curve. There's our knee, out and in, little V, and our triangles down here. Bring it up like so. Then we put in our V for the top of the boot. Come down, squiggle, and then hook it around, and then hook it back, squiggle, and back up. And that's our legs. Pretty cool, isn't it? Okay, so let's work on his arms now. So what we're going to do, we're going to go from our chest, we're going to go down, and then out and in. There's our hands, so we're going to go from the wrist again, so going out, in. And this time we don't need to worry too much about this arm because this part's going to be underneath the cape. But I'll just indicate it for you there, so that's what that shape will be. Now for the hand, we're going to go down and down again. Bring it across, up, like so. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we're going to put in our V shape again at the top for the glove. And from the point, we come down, go out. And imagine two triangles here. So there's one triangle, there's another triangle. And then we bring that straight back up to the glove. And we've got to put in our fins on the side. 1, 2, and 3. So that's one arm. So let's do the other arm on this side. Bicep, and go out and in, out and in. And again, you've got your arms up here, but we're not going to draw those. Just going to make that a little bit higher. There, that looks cool. Then we put in our V shape, put in our fins, 2 and 3. Now the hand again, we're going to come down, angle across, up, and then like so. And then from our top here, we're going to come down. Imagine our rectangle. I'm going to even leave that space there so we can see it better. Come in a bit, and there's our glove. Okay, so now let's work on the cape. So what the cape is, we're going to come up from our top here and bring it straight down, and I'm going to put a little curve in like so. Now what I'm going to do, there's the shoulder, I want it nice and straight, so I'm going to come down a little bit, and then I'm going to fold it around. And then I'm just going to smooth that off a bit, so I've got this nice sharp angle for the cape and the shoulders. And this side we do this, we're going to do a little bit different. We're not going to do that scallop at the end there. We're just going to come down. We're going to go out a little bit, come in, and join it to the shoulders there. So that's so. And now the actual back side of the cape, he has a scalloped cape like what a bat would have. So it's got the bits taken out. So think of it like a bouncy ball. Let me show you what I mean. We're going to go bounce, 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 bounce. Now what I want to do now is just want to put in a few little extra highlights in the cape. So imagine the neck over here. So I'm going to draw a line across, come this way, and then down a little bit, back out, and bring that to the neck again. This side again, the neck, draw a little line, come across, and I'm going to go down but not as far, and bring that back. Okay, so that's the basic sketch of our Batman. So what we're going to do now, we're going to ink him, but what you'll also notice is that the parts that are mostly blue are actually going to be mostly black. You'll see as I colour in. If you love fantasy and adventure and being taken to a completely different world, make sure you check out my comic Antispire. There's a link in the description. And there you have it, a pretty awesome looking Batman. And why is that, Batman? Because I'm Batman! Fair enough. Okay, so that's the basics on how to draw your Batman. You're going to want to go a little bit more in depth with how to draw his cape. So I suggest you check out the video on your screen right now so that you can learn more of the intricacies of how to drawing a really good quality cape.